You know, I remember very well in Parliament when we're discussing such an issue. And then a lot of us were concerned about, I've forgotten it, but it has something to do with Ministry of Communication during Eslawusu's time, when our data management was supposed to be in the hands of a Kenyan service provider. And we raised serious issues about our data protection and others. This is another case. You know, my problem is when we put our data in the hands of foreigners to manage, in spite of all the risk involved, and in spite of the threats to our personal records and data, I think sometimes it's difficult. Why can't we have Ghanaians possibly partnering people with the Ghanaians having control over such a so that when cases like this happen, it becomes very difficult for us to have it effiasem, that we can discuss it. Because if, for example, Tommy was the one in charge of this, it becomes easier for us to get to Tommy and discuss it as a family. You understand? And then Tommy himself will also have a feeling that his cousin, his nephew, his niece record is part of what he's handling. But then when we put such dangerous tool in the hands of foreigners, we should expect blackmails like this. According to the records, Lightwave Health Information Management System was contracted for a sum of $100 million to manage hospital records and also electronically for the ease of record sharing and data, patient management data transfer. The contract was supposed to have connected 950 health facilities. As of today, only 450 have been connected to it. So there's an astounding 500 health facilities not connected. In spite of this, the contract ended when he has not finished the
onboarding of the health facilities.
Onboarding of the others. So the contract was extended twice. It ended 31st December 2024.
Okay.
I mean the renewal, and still he has not been able to finish. He's been paid $77 million out of the 100. I mean he's been paid almost 70% of the total cost of the contract, with less than 50% of the work done. What's the reason? The man has completed only 50%, less than 50%, but he's been paid the value of 77% of the work. 2, I learned government has even engaged him for some time now. Say, look, we'll still have some money for you. If you could come and work out systems whereby we could still be dependent on it. He has refused. It's deliberate. Blackmailing, holding you to ransom, because he knows that that's the only system that you have that you can be dependent on. And this is a system where even all the NHI records feed in. This is a system where the health facilities log on in order to get their payments done by NHI. So now, the difficulty we have is that the health facilities cannot now upload their demands for NHI to pay. So now, it's going to lead to cash and carry. And other difficult challenges that have bedeviled our health system for some time now, before the advent of health insurance. I also heard that almost 18 million of monies meant for procurement of other equipment in the whole contract cannot really be accounted for. He promised to provide HP laptops. He ended up providing some substandard spec and not HP. You understand? So the whole thing is, if it is not what the minister described it, then it is lack of efficient supervision and oversight over the management of that contract. And I think that it is not just a matter of saying that we because of the problem we are having, we're trying to resolve having a new system in place. Whatever we should do in order to make sure that this guy accounts for that part of the contract that he's been paid for but not delivered, we should do. We should do. If he's be able to hook up only 450 out of the 950, then he doesn't deserve the 77% that have been paid to him. If he has supplied poor spec computers instead of the HP he promised, then he doesn't deserve the amount of money he's been paid. And I think as a country, we must bring this guy to ransom to answer questions. And the individuals who were behind the contract must also be questioned. They contracted him. What due diligence did they do before they contracted him? What was the assurances they were given before they contracted him? Under the agreement, what are the reliefs to us whenever he reneges on the terms of the agreement?
Yeah.
Were there clauses that give us some advantage to exact certain demands or ask for certain reliefs when he vitiates any aspect of the contract? All these are that we cannot just dismiss them, because I think that that contract had an agreement which was signed, and the terms of the agreement were agreed to by the parties. So if one party, I believe seriously, if we had not paid him and he has finished the job, he will by this time be running towards the court to demand. So if he has also not fulfilled his part of the agreement, I think we are obliged to ask him to do that, or otherwise we resort to a court action and demand our money.
Very well.